sijui hata kwao, sijui hata watu wa kwao vile watu wasichana ufanye urafiki, watu wakazaa, watu walikutana Nairobi wakazaa mtoto, mtu unapewa mtoto, hakuna mtu anamjua, hata kama wanaenda kumnyonga sasa hiyo usiku, hakuna, mimi sijui, kwa sababu kile ile inafanya wanamdai hivyo, wao wanajua, unaona. Hata kama wanaenda kumchinja usiku wa leo, mimi nitajua, sijui, asimjui. Hata nyumbani kwetu hakuna mtu anajua kwamba msichana wetu alimuoa, unaona. Huyu ni mtu ambaye mimi simjui. Naona simjui hata huyu mtoto kama atawawa huko, hakuna mtu anajua na hakuna mtu atadai. Sasa mtoto mdogo kama huyu kufanyiwa hivi ni haki. Hata kama atachinjwa usiku watajuaje? Sasa anaweza kumlea. Sasa ndiye anaweza kumlea. Ile miezi miwili aliyoachwa nayo hangeweza kumlea, akamwacha. Huruma gani mtu huyu ako nayo na huyu mtoto? Hana huruma. Kwa hivyo amepewa, ni sawa. Ni sawa, mimi ni hizi nguo za mtoto narudi nazo. Narudi na mkono yangu, mimi hivi ndio nimekuwa nikikua, nikikojolewa, nikifanyiwa kila kitu. Mimi ndio nazunguka naye, mimi ndio silali. Sawa, Mwenyezi Mungu aliye juu. Kama koti ni hivyo, ni sawa. Mimi sina uwezo. Sina uwezo mimi. Mkono wangu. Nikifanya mkono.
Mama.
Ndiye alikuwa msichana wangu ambaye namtegemea. Juu ya mtoto wangu, mjukuu wangu Eliana, imeamuliwa ambayo sijafurahia mimi kulingana na vile ya Mwenyezi Mungu na ile kazi nimefanya.
Okay, this is a case which was in court this morning. Okay, my name is Richard Mwangi Karoki. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I have been representing this gentleman here together with his wife, who were sued and our respondents in a children's matter. The issue that was before court was about their daughter who died around 2021. Before the daughter died, she had delivered a child around that time. That child was delivered when she was still single. She was not married. The cause of the death of their daughter was some complications that she had suffered during the pregnancy. To the extent the child was, I would say, was born before she had completed her term, because the doctors wanted to save the life of the mother. But they were warned that due to the complications that the mother had suffered, there were very high chances that the mother was not going to live for long after the child was removed before the term. As it happened, the child was removed when it was only about 7 months, and the mother eventually died when the child was 2 months. Because it was not known who was the father of the child as at that particular time, the grandmother of the child and the grandfather who is here continued taking care of the child from 2 months when the child was born. They brought up the child, and nobody appeared to claim that they were the father of the child or to take any responsibility or even to help the grandparents take care of the child. So they took the child as their own daughter and they continued taking care of the child. The child grew knowing that the grandfather who is standing here was the father, and the grandmother, who is still now in the cells, she's being cleared, was the mom. Now, when the child reached about 4 years, because they were living in Migori, the mother decided to come to Nairobi to try some business to eke out a living. Before she went to Migori, she actually went to Migori because of the challenges of taking care of this child when the mother died. She felt that she could not operate in a business in Nairobi with such a minor child. So she relocated to Migori. But then when the child was about 4 years, she decided to come to Nairobi and start off some business so that she can continue with her former life. Immediately she came to Nairobi, she started a business. A man appeared from nowhere, and he claimed that he was the father of the child, the biological father of the child. He brought the matter to court. It was filed in court last year. The matter has been going on in court. A DNA test was conducted. The DNA results showed or proved that he was actually the biological father of that child. Following that discovery, the court gave some orders that he should be given supervised access to the child so that he could get familiar with the child. And it was okay. The court even designated the place where the child will be taken by the grandmother so that the father now can get familiar and eventually, if possible, continue assisting his child. So in the course of that supervised access, the father started harassing the grandmother. Anytime they were told to meet somewhere, he would not appear. Anytime, and of course, he was not providing for the child. It was the grandmother who was providing for the child. So it reached a stage last December, due to the harassment, the grandmother decided to relocate back to Migori, where they had started their life, to avoid the harassment. Because it had reached a stage, now they were harassing the whole family. To an extent, one of the sons, a younger son of the Mzee here, was arrested. He was locked at Kamukoji police station, and he was being asked to produce the child by force. So the mother relocated to Migori, and the plaintiff, that is now the biological father, made an application, and warrants of arrest were issued. So the mother was arrested on Friday. He was locked up in cells from Friday with the child. She was locked in cells with the child, who is now 4 years. They were brought to court today. We appeared in court. We informed the court about what has been transpiring, and eventually the court had made a determination that the child should be given back to the biological father. The child was resisting, she was shouting, she was crying. She doesn't know the person whom she's being given to. And because the court has made that determination, the parents had no power to refuse, and they have released the child to the biological father. He has gone shouting and crying, and it was very painful. That's why you can see the grandfather here is pained. The mother or the grandmother is also feeling the pain and the pinch. It's good to also note that this matter has not been finalized. The application was based on an interim application that was to provide for interim orders. And we hope that we shall continue with the matter to its logical conclusion, and perhaps the court will consider the plight of the parents or the grandparents and weigh the interest of the minor at his age. That's all for now, unless there is a question.
When are you coming back to court?
We've been asked to come to court. I am not remember, in that year of March, yes. We've been asked to come back to court on that year of March for a mention to confirm how the child is faring now with the biological father. You're coming back on that information.
A secret school.
Yes?
A secret school.
What?
A secret school.
Yeah, she's been going to school at Migori. Now it appears that the father will try to relocate her to another school in Nairobi. Because now she's going to be in Nairobi with her father. Gathering from the cells, and perhaps we shall have an opportunity to hear from her.